Hello!
Hi guys!
My name is Tatiana.
My name is Angel.
And we are the Makers HQ. We're a married couple who bought a sublimation machine, and we are testing on as many things as we possibly can as we learn what this machine can actually do. All right? So first things first, just to say thank you quickly for everybody who's been following us and who's been watching the videos, leaving us comments. Every time we see them, we're more than excited.
Yes.
So if this video brings you value, please
like and subscribe.
Yes, and that's it. So let's get into today's video. So today we're doing tests on 3 different types of, how can we say it? On 3 methods to do printing on canvas, okay? So we'll be
Cotton canvas.
yes, cotton canvas, specifically cotton canvas, because we do have another video that's on polyester,
exactly.
which we will put down, the link down in the comments. So the first thing is that we've seen a bunch of videos, and like we said, we don't really know everything that has to do with what we're testing. And so we've seen a bunch of videos that have to do with how to print onto canvas that's cotton, and they differ, right?
Yes.
Like some use laminate, some use polyacrylic, so we were just like, okay, let's take 3 methods. We're gonna take using the laminate.
Yes,
on
laminated
2 different,
sheet on
exactly.
2 different canvases.
And we decided that we should be able to print on acrylic. So we're gonna just get into it and show you what we mean. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so we have 2 canvases. We have a pressed canvas, so it's flat, and it's supposed to be easier to sublimate because it's flat. And then we have one that's on a frame, okay? So we're not gonna take off the canvas like we've seen in some videos. Instead, we're gonna try to do it straight from the frame because we don't feel like dealing with the whole 9 of taking it off, blah, 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 all right? And that's why we also went with a pressed canvas, to show you that if you do have a pressed canvas, that it is an option and it's already flat, okay?
Yes.
So for both of these, we're gonna do the laminate, and on the third one, we're going to do, and on the other one, we're gonna do the acrylic as a base.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what we meant when we said acrylic. It's just paint, acrylic paint, like the one that you use to paint like canvases, paintings. Just a coat, a brown coat, whatever coat of color that you want, and then we're gonna just, because we think that you can sublimate on acrylic
because it's a substrate and it's a man-made material. Therefore, our whole thing is that we can basically, if it's a man-made material, nylon is a little bit more difficult because it burns at high temperatures, but anything else, we're kind of like, it should be able to do it. We don't know that it does, but we think that it should be able to.
Exactly. So we're gonna do this one first, and we'll show you.
Yes.
Okay, so here it's my tiny canvas, and this is my laminated sheet. So what we do is we're gonna press it for 30 seconds, right? Some people do it for 10 seconds. I don't know. Some people do it differently. We're gonna do it for 30 seconds.
Yeah, we've seen everything from 10 seconds to a minute.
To a minute, yes. So we're gonna make sure that the sheet sticks to it, because if I don't know if you can tell here on the video, the shiny part is where you're gonna sublimate on, and the matte side, this is like the glue of the vinyl. So this is supposed to stick on the canvas. So you put it like this with the shiny part up, right? I got it the same size, so it's gonna cover the whole canvas. And 30 seconds, 200 Celsius or 395 Fahrenheit. We're back, 30 seconds, 1, 2, and up.
Oh,
and then, yeah. So, yeah, that's it. So you let it just, see, it's, oh, sorry, it's moving. You have to make sure that you get no bubbles, no nothing, and that's it. this is attached now. Now it's like glued to the canvas. We're back. We just pressed the laminated sheet onto the tiny canvas like this, and it's perfectly fine. It's good. It's like polyacrylic basically. It's shiny, and then we're gonna do this design on it like this. Obviously, you have to mirror your design because now this is just a regular sublimation that you're doing at this point. Right?
Did we decide if we're going to do it at 45 seconds or 60 seconds?
I think a minute.
A minute? All right, let's do a minute because we've seen everything from 40 to 60 seconds. We're going to go at a minute.
Yes, and we're going to put a tiny tape here, the heat-proof tape like this, so it doesn't move. Okay, so we decided instead of 1 minute, we're going to do 45 seconds.
We changed our minds.
Yeah, based on past experience. We're gonna try 45 seconds, 200 Celsius, 395 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, and this is a try, so if anything, we know that we need to increase or decrease the temperature.
Yes, yes. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. See, that's why you have to tape your stuff, because
imagine you had
these
lifted
things,
it
and ghosting happens, and you don't want that on your design. Oh
wow!
This is mind-blowing.
This is crazy.
Beautiful.
Okay, so the whole thing went
this.
off at 45 seconds with the polyacrylic.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say.
It's hot.
Yeah,
but it's beautiful.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Look.
Wow!
It's so nice, so shiny.
It's so shiny. It's so funny because it's really cool.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
It came out super nice.
Okay, so what was our things? It was
45 seconds.
No, the first time was 30 seconds for the laminate, and then the second.
Oh yes, 30 seconds to stick the laminated sheet onto the canvas, and then 45 seconds at 395 Fahrenheit.
I'm gonna put this down because it's very hot, so I can't even show you. I can't even hold it up. I know. So this is very encouraging. So then the next thing we're doing is we're gonna change. I don't know what happened to
We're
the
gonna
machine
take
for
2
a
minutes to change the settings, because as you can see, this is a 3/4. Yeah, it's a 3/4 frame. The width of it, obviously. So I need to increase the
pressure.
The pressure of the machine. So, and then and also the temperature. So just 2 minutes.
Why does Buenos have 2 S's?
Where?
Buenos.
I didn't realize.
Buenos.
No, it's Buenos.
Buenas.
So I made this design, right? Which you probably don't notice this, but she just realized that my word Buenos has 2 S's. So I don't know what happened. I don't know when I added an extra S. It's Buenos Aires, just to make sure that you understand. Right? So forget it. This is just for demonstration purposes.
Obviously.
Nobody's gonna be selling or giving this away to anyone.
Okay, so we have this theory that that we can sublimate on things that are not polyester, but like for instance, like silk screen, ink, or on acrylic, because it has some type of like man-made substrate to it, and I feel like it can stick onto it.
And it says it.
It says
acrylic.
Exactly. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that we realized when we were doing our YouTube research, we saw that a lot of people could sublimate directly onto a canvas. Now, we don't know if they're doing sublimation, like where it's supposed to be on polyester, or if they're using heat transfer paper, because it's not very clear. But we have this idea that if we are trying to do a print onto a canvas, especially a canvas that's this like compressed canvas, and this one is 100% cotton, so make sure yours is 100% cotton, that it's gonna take the sublimation. So we've seen only tutorials that are white with like nothing on it, but we wanted to give it a little bit of, of pizzazz. So Angel painted this one with this color, and because we could have just done white acrylic, but we decided let's see if it works with acrylic and on
It's like basically a coat of like if we were putting a vinyl on it.
Exactly.
That's how we think it might work, because it's acrylic. It only makes sense that the acrylic is gonna take the ink.
Exactly.
But one thing is that I gave 2 light coats. I feel like if I give a thick coat, it might work even better. But these are like, because I wanted the lines, because this is gonna be the design. It's a house, right? And
a building.
Yeah, a building. And I wanted the building to blend with the colors in the background. So I didn't want it to be like super dark or super thick. So technically these lines, we're supposed to see these lines through the design.
So this is really a test.
This is 100%
like
test.
we've never done this before. This is live on the YouTube.
This is like, messing up everything on YouTube.
Exactly.
And
making sure to protect the machine.
And maybe, should we adjust the
was it too?
The pressure? Maybe it was too soft. Just 1, 2.
I think that's where it was before, and you couldn't put it on.
That's nice.
Okay.
So 60 seconds.
So for 60 seconds, we'll see you we'll see you soon. All right, we're back.
After 60 seconds, let's see.
The presión.
I see something stuck to it.
You see something?
Oy, oy, oy.
Did it come out?
Wow. No, it's cool. Oh, I'm sorry. This has. Wow.
Oh, it came out.
It came out super nice. I feel like it's look.
Wow.
It's super nice.
It's really cool.
See, that's what I was saying. If I had done the acrylic like darker, you wouldn't have seen the design like at all, you know?
No, but if you hadn't done the acrylic white,
yes,
then
you could
perfectly.
just see the design perfectly. Just because I added the yellow and the brown, and it took all the ink.
So it took all the ink. Also, it left the texture of the canvas here. It didn't take maybe just here, but I feel like it took all the ink that was here in the building.
And the details.
And the details.
And everything.
Yeah.
And it took everything. Look.
This is very interesting.
This is super interesting because instead of doing like laminated sheets, you just grab like acrylic and you varnish you varnish your pieces white or whatever color you want, and you just sublimate on it.
I think this would be interesting to see because we're always talking about polyacrylic, we're talking about all sorts of things, but now I'm trying to think maybe like gesso, anything that has to do with something that has... this is
some
very
kind of
cool.
glue. Some kind of glue. Well, acrylic, it only makes sense because it's called acrylic.
Yeah.
So I guess it has something in
there.
there.
I mean, you have acrylic clothes, so and it would take just as easily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I like this.
This is really cool. I really like this look, and I really like the fact that you can, especially if you're someone who has your own work, your own designs, you can figure out ways not to hack, because this is not about a hack, but to find a way for the sublimation, which is what it is, the sublimation ink from the paper, to stick to whatever it is that you're trying to stick it on. And this just makes my head, like my brain work even more because I'm like, what else can you?
I know, because they talk about
sublimate?
polyacrylic, which is fine. It's like varnish.
Yeah,
it's the same thing, but it's smelly.
It's
because I wonder if you paint a piece of wood with acrylic, you paint it white.
Yeah.
Can you sublimate on it? Will it take it?
I think it would.
Because we had tried on the wood video, we tried on wood with nothing and it didn't come out.
No.
It was ugly.
Yes, but I think that the acrylic works as a substrate.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so now we're back with this kind. So that's what we were saying before. Usually what we have seen is people putting things here for a reason. What we're doing now, it's half stupid, half cool. So we're gonna just do it with nothing here. So in my mind, technically, if this is stretched the way it's supposed to be stretched, like sounds hard, it shouldn't be a problem. We shouldn't need so many things under. I think the heat is gonna transfer But that's my idea. I don't know. It might backfire.
I mean, the worst that can happen is that we don't like the canvas. We already had it. It's not like we had to go and purchase a new one.
Yeah.
It was already here. The only thing that I could say is, Angel did use a pencil that I see smudges. So maybe if you do pencil lines.
Oh yes, if you do pencil, yeah. No, my idea was to, once I do the design, to paint this black, right? Like a frame. So that's why I didn't mind the pencil. But if you're not planning on painting it, I wouldn't recommend doing this. I would just measure the laminated sheet and just glue it on it, because it's gonna be a mess.
Let's do this.
Okay. So the same settings: shiny side up, 30 seconds, 200 Celsius. Wait, I'm struggling with the.
Because it's slightly too
it's
small.
a little bit off. Okay, like this.
Oh,
Is this covering? Yeah, it covered. Okay, fingers crossed. 2, 1, shine. Okay, here. See? It has tiny, like.
it has a lot.
I know.
What do we do?
Maybe. Let me, maybe with something.
So it has the little wrinkle things. Maybe with the phone
Maybe that's the
case.
reason why they put stuff on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
So it would have to be hot for it to do that. I think it's cooling down too much.
Okay.
I would warm it up before redoing it, but it's exactly that, I think, to make it rigid. Okay, so we just saw that we have like lines, if you want to show it in front of the camera.
We have a tiny, yeah. We have some lines. I don't know if you guys can see it right here.
I think it's because there's
it's
not
like
enough
a tiny
rigidity.
bubble, yeah. We can reheat it again a tiny bit.
And try to like smooth it out for the sake of the tutorial.
Yes. Like what, 15 seconds?
I would do no more than 15 seconds.
I'm gonna
Let me think of what we can use to,
put the pressure a little bit more.
maybe a squeegee? Let me go look for a squeegee.
Maybe the square, the T-square that we have.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The piece of wood.
Okay.
Okay.
So we reheated it.
And it got, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just press it like this. So it might get flat. It has some little imperfections.
Okay, so then this one is to show you that you should put something under to give it the even pressure, because this is basically it buckling. But we're still gonna do the sublimation on top of it.
Yes, this is the
Should we do it with the thing?
Never give up. Yes.
I guess we're going all the way without the thing inside.
We already went this
All
far,
right, so let's do this.
we're gonna sublimate on it.
We're gonna sublimate to show you what not to do.
Exactly.
If you want a straight one. Okay, so this. Why does this look like me? But I know it's
No,
not.
it's not you. So this is the picture of a train station. No big deal. Like this. This one is gonna be for see, this one. I think 1 minute is gonna be good, because since we don't have anything under, you have to like change. If you don't have anything under, might as well put more temperature.
Yeah.
Right? Just to let it, because the last one that we did, it was 45 seconds. 200 Celsius, 395 Fahrenheit at 60 seconds.
We're gonna try. So we're coming back.
5, 4, 3. Now it's gonna make the tiny noise. Beep, beep. And we were into this. See, we didn't protect the
machine, but it's
okay.
protected,
We have the paper on.
Still, okay. So then I can see that something happened.
Oh,
Complete failure.
So yes, so you can see.
Right. So
never do this.
Complete failure.
I know, it's weak. It needs
this is basically like nothing happened.
nothing. So we can reuse it basically.
Okay, so the recap. All right. First of all, we say if you can, try this laminate business. It's pretty
Of
cool.
course, yes.
But also, if you want, try that, because they're two different looks, completely different looks, but it can work.
Yes.
So I think if you want to experiment with different substrates, you can get a really good look on canvas.
And remember that this was a yellow background,
Yes.
almost brown. It wasn't white.
Yes.
So a white background might give you not shiny colors like this, because the laminated sheet was shiny, but it will give you solid colors.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be shiny. It can give you just real, like normal colors.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. And then if you're gonna do something that's on a frame, remember that you have to have something in the middle, because if not, the pressure won't go on evenly. It's gonna warp. It's gonna have a lot of things, and you're gonna end up with.
Horrible.
You don't want this, right?
So it was coming out. It was coming. It was on its way to.
It was on its
super
way,
nice.
but it does need the support under, like
Yes.
this one had,
Yes.
and this one had, and that makes a huge difference. And like this one is gonna get glossed up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna put a tiny varnish so it gets like better. You know, I guess.
That's it. And then you could see that it kind of warps because of the heat. So this, I think, could just be rectified if you put it on the other side and you put a heavy book on it. I think it should be okay.
Yes, yes.
And that's it. I think canvas is really cool, and
Canvas
I think it's
is
worth
good,
trying.
and this is a very, very good option too.
Yeah.
I think this.
This is more my
This-
speed.
Yes, it's. I don't know. It's. I find it easier. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well,
It's
because
just
it's easy to find canvas.
Because-
It's acrylic.
acrylic and different colors.
Yeah.
Because I did this design, but let's say you have a design that has 3 colors only, like hard colors. Instead of doing a white, you can do the background, let's say aqua,
Yeah.
right, or a light yellow, and then you don't have to be stuck with just the clear vinyl on white. You know.
I think
feel
we're
like-
gonna do a lot more to see what we can do this on, because it's surprisingly good. And the same
And this
way,
one is beautiful.
yeah,
This
it's
one,
really
I love
cool.
this one. This one came
Yeah.
out super nice. Ta-da! Ta-da!
So I think
And
that's
that's it. That's it.
All right,
The way out.
we're out.
We're out. Bye.
Ooh, so fun as always. Really enjoy. It's funny when we make mistakes and when we do little things, because we're kind of like, oh, do we show it? But it is what it is. You know, like we are learning, and thank God that we have this. Well, thank God. And thankfully, we have this platform where we're able to not only learn, but to also show and teach. And so, in a sense, it's a way for us to reinforce what it is that we're learning. So, again, if this video brought you value, please
Like and subscribe.
yes. And as we said, please leave us any comments. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. And I think that's it, right?
We'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you next time. All right, bye.